Okay, dear students, let's start the class today. Good evening. Last week, I introduced you overall course outline and what we are expecting from this course, and we could complete the lesson one. Lesson one was very small lesson. We read it and understand certain things from that lesson. And today, I'll go to lesson 3 and 4. Yeah, grammar lessons, right? Mostly grammatical contents will be taught, and those are very easy things, right? Okay, let's straight away go to our lesson today. We'll go to lesson 3. Right here. Okay, now you can see this, right? Lesson 2 is almost about pronunciation and spelling, right? It's just an introduction. We'll do it later. Sound and letters mean how to pronounce words correctly and how to write words correctly. It's just an introduction, right? It will not be coming to the examination as well. So let's go to lesson 3. Lesson 3 onwards will be questions in your examination also. So these are very easy things. Almost all the things are known by you. However, we will briefly discuss these things, and we will, as soon as possible, we will go for the writing part, right? Okay, here, lesson 3, we have to learn about nouns, articles, and determiners. Very basic things. In English, I'll give you introduction like this. All the words we are using can be categorized into 8 parts. Usually, you have earlier learned this thing as 8 parts of a speech, right? All the words in English we can put into 8 baskets. Think like that, right? Even before that, when you are learning English, you should know basically there are two types of vocabularies. Vocabulary is a set of words. In English, there are two types of vocabularies. Even in any language, we can find this, right? Active vocabulary and inactive vocabulary. Active vocabulary is the words we are using, and inactive vocabulary mean words which are not in use. People don't speak or write these words. Right? In any language, we can find inactive words, or we call them old-fashioned words or legacy words, which we are not using further. Right. For the active vocabulary, we can think like this. There are 8 parts of words, as basically we need verbs to talk about actions: eat, drink, run, and some status like be, have. Those are verbs, right? And then we want certain set of words to name things and people and animals. We call these nouns. And we want to add more details to the noun. We want to describe nouns. So we have another type of words called adjectives. And after that, we want to describe verbs as well as adjectives further. So for that, we have adverbs. And there are certain common names in English. We call them pronouns: I, we, you, they, he, she, it. And then we want to combine words and sentences. For that, we have conjunctions. And we want to show the relationship among nouns. For that, we use prepositions. And there are certain other words. Those do not have meaning, but they have certain emotional value, right? So for that, we use interjections. Some examples for interjections: o, like that. They don't have meaning, but they convey certain emotion to the sentences, right? Okay, so we don't want to study about interjections. So other things are very important when we deal with this language. Beyond this, we have certain other type of words called, these are actually type of adjectives. Articles mean and the, right? You know some information about this, how to use and how to use the, but it's complex than you think, right? It's more complex than you think. some rules are known to you, but in this kind of examination, we have to have certain very good understanding of articles because they can be questions as fill in blanks. Fill in the blanks, uh, these can be given, right? And there's another type of words, determiners. Determiners are words like this, these, that, those, some, any, each, other. Those are another type of adjective, right? So earlier I told you there are 8 parts of a speech. Yes, right? Now I have written 10. What's that? So articles themselves also a type of adjectives. And determiners also some type of adjectives. So in when we broadly discuss about adjectives, we can find and also acting as adjectives, and determiners also are acting as adjectives, right? So don't worry. However, we separately study about articles and determiners and nouns. So in this lesson, we are going to study about nouns, articles, and determiners. Right. Okay. Let's go straight away. Go to the lesson. We'll first study nouns. Right. If I ask what a noun in Sinhala, you have a very good answer. Right. So in the same answer can be given for English, but there are some more. Right. Nouns are names. Nouns are names, right? Naming words. When we see a certain objective, we give it a name. When we see a certain animal, we give it a name. And for persons, we have given names. 2 types of names are there for persons. They are real names and common names. We can call teacher to any teacher. We can call doctor to any doctor. We can call king to any king, right? But we can call soap to any type of soap. But if I say sunlight, it's certain specific type of soap, right? When I say Lux, it's certain category of soap, right? Likewise, all these are nouns. Nouns are names, right? That's of course no problem. If I ask names of persons, names of persons, and names of places like Colombo, London, school, temple. So names of places and names of things like computer, pen, pencil, and persons, places, things, and we can add animals also. Right. These 4 are known to you very well, but when it comes to these things, there are some issues for you, right? So we have to grab that point. Okay, see, nouns are states. States mean tatvan, right? So if I say cold, cold, you can say I am cold. He is cold. She is cold. If somebody is cold, or if some place is cold, the state is coldness. Sitala bhava, නැත්නම් සීතල ගතිය. So coldness is not an adjective. Coldness is a noun, right? Coldness is like just like name of a person. When you say Mala or Chintaka, coldness is also some sort of noun. It describes a certain state. When I say someone is poor, right? If somebody is poor, the state is poverty. Poverty, right? Coldness, and this is poverty. Poverty, right? Then there are many like this. We call these things state. Those are also some sort of noun, right? Then qualities. If you say someone is kind, what is the quality belong to that person? Say he is kind. She is kind. What is the quality there? Quality is karunavanta bhava or karunavanta gatiya. We can call it kindness. Kindness, right? And if someone is wise, then particular person has wisdom. Wisdom. Jnanavanta bhava. Nuwanati bhava. Wisdom. If somebody is lazy, so he or she has laziness. Laziness. Likewise, these are qualities. These are some sort of noun, and is another type, activity or actions. These are derived from verbs, right? So say this: if you are working is a noun. If you translate something, the result is translation, පරිවර්තනය. අර action එක සිද්ධ වුණාම translate කියන action එක සිද්ධ වුණාම ultimate results. What is the ultimate result of certain action? That's a noun, right? If you create something, the noun is creation, right? All these things commonly I can term as these are not real things. We cannot touch these things, or we cannot see these things sometimes. So generally we can call these things concepts. These things are in our mind, concepts. Or else we can keep this category states, qualities or actions. And so now can you define a noun broadly? Nouns are naming words for persons, places, things, animals, state, qualities, actions. Broadly, we can categorize nouns into two parts. Things we can touch and see, or we can say tangible. Tangible things we call concrete nouns. So it's such a concrete one there now, right? Concrete nouns. Okay, can you name what are the concrete nouns in this definition? Names of person. You can see the particular person, right? Places. You can see the place. You can touch the place. You can be in the particular place. Things, of course, you can see and touch. Animals, of course, you can see and touch. So these four: persons, places, things, and animals are concrete nouns. State, qualities, and actions are abstract nouns. We call these abstract nouns. Those are abstract things. Abstract mean not real, right? Residing in mind, or some sort of mental thing, or derived. ඇදලා ගත්තා කියන තේරුමක් තියෙන. මොනවා හරි දෙයකින් හදලා ගත්තු. මතු කරලා ගත්තු කියන අදහස abstract කියන එකේ තියෙන. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒක mentally, right? එහෙම තියෙන දෙයක්. States අපි cold කියන එක හදලා ගත්තේ ඇදලා ගත්තේ cold කින්. Poverty කියන එක ආවේ poor කින්, right? ඒතකොට derive කරගත්තු nouns. Kindness එන්නේ kind කින්. Wisdom එන්නේ wise කින්. Laziness in the lazy, right? Working derived from work. Translation derived from translate. Creation derived from create. So these three are called abstract nouns. Abstract nouns, right? Okay, now you have an initial understanding of what a noun is and what are we going to do, right? Okay, now the challenge is, the thing is, we don't want to study about names of persons, places, things, and animals, but we should know more about abstract nouns, formation of abstract nouns, right? I'll show you very easy formations so you can remember these things, but probably you might have not learned like that, right? But you know all the meanings of these things, so nothing to worry. Okay, see, let's say states most of the time, forget these three things: state, qualities, and actions. We can derive nouns from nouns. නාමපදයක්ම වෙනස් කරලා තව නාමපදයක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. right? තොර නාමපද හදාගන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම තුනක් තියෙනවා. From nouns. noun එකකින්ම noun එකක් එනවා. From adjectives. adjective එකක් change වෙලා noun එකක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. Next, from verbs. verb එකකින් noun එකක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි මේ විදිහට nouns හැදෙන විදිහ තුන අඳුරගත්තම lazy, right? Okay, I'll show you first nouns from nouns. Okay, now it's time to your ideas, and I want to ask some questions from you. Mother, amma. මේක හදාගන්න පුළුවන් මාතෘත්වය. එහෙම නැත්නම් අම්මා කෙනෙක් වන බව කියලා, right? How to get that? I'll show you the first one, right? Mother. We can add suffix. අගට වචනේ අගට කොටසක් එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන් we call it suffix. වචනේ ඉස්සරහට මොනවා හරි එකතු කරනවා නම් we call it prefix. So here we add suffix මේ mother කියන එකේ අගට තව පොඩි වචනයක් හරි අකුරු ටිකක් හරි එකතු කරනවා, right? That is hood. Then it comes motherhood. Mother amma, that's also noun, name of person. Motherhood is noun, it's a state. ඒ අම්මා ඉන්න තත්වය තමයි මාතෘත්වය කියලා කියන්නේ, right? Okay, හැබැයි ඔයා මේ noun එකෙන් කියන state එකක්ද quality එකක්ද action එකක්ද කියන එක එතරම් හිතන්න ඕනේ. මේ derivation එක තේරෙනවා නම් motherhood කියන එකේ meaning එක තේරෙනවා නම් එච්චරයි, right? When you are filling the blanks in a paragraph, you should be able to put this word correctly. That's all. That's the thing measured in this exam, right? Okay, now I write another one. Father. Right. Pitrutre. Hiranti, can you tell me the noun for this? Father. Yes, tell. Pitrutre.
Fatherhood.
Yes, fatherhood. Right. Then okay, next one is friend. Friend. Right. Vimani. Friend. යාළුවා. ඒතර යාළුකම. මිත්‍රත්වය. Likewise. What should be the noun? Friend.
Ship.
Yes. At that point, we add not hood, we add friendship. King. Noun is king in a state එක තමයි kingship. And further, captain. Captain. Captain also leader, like Nayakya. This one, what is noun here? Captain. Nayakya. Tara Nayakatwe. This one. We should add hood or ship or any other one. Okay, it's
Captain Hood.
Good try, right? Captaincy. 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 Right. That is some examples for nouns from nouns, right? Then let's see. Nouns are derived from adjectives, especially qualities. Qualities and states as well, right? See this one. Most of the time here we add ness. Kind, karunavantයි. එතකොට කරුණාවන්ත ගතිය, කරුණාවන්තකම, කරුණාවන්ත තත්වය. Likewise, we called it kindness. And lazy. Lazy. Just remove y and we can add lazines, laziness. And you know this one, cold, and here we can say coldness, and we can say dark, and andhakare aduru power, it's darkness, right? And try this one, honest. This s is silent, you know that. Honest, avanka. Avanka bhave, avanka cover. Honesty. Honesty, like it's captain, captaincy. Here also we add just y, right? Honest, honesty. Okay, these are some nouns derived from adjectives. There's another way. Third way is nouns can be derived from verbs. Verbs. So here we can add ment, and shun most of the time, right? See, create. You can create something. When you create something, finally you get creation. ඔයා මොන හරි create කරොත් ප්‍රතිඵලය විදියට ඔයාට ලැබෙනවා creation, right? And if you translate something, you get translation. Right? And see this one, if you commence mean you begin something or you start something, then arambaya, commencement. If you announce something, then there is announcement. If you approve something, then there is approval. Right. Okay. This is basically, we can see nouns are coming from nouns, and nouns are coming from adjectives, and also nouns can be derived from verbs. And you should learn this one also. When we add ing to a noun, if we add ing to a verb, or stem of a verb, if we add ing, then we call it present participle, or simply we call it ing form, right? ing form has three meanings. verb එකට ing එකතු කරාම ඒ ing දාපු verb එකේ ඒ ing දාපු වචනෙට තේරුම් තුනක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට එක වාක්‍යයක එයා තියෙන තැන අනුව මේ තේරුම් තුනෙන් එකක් එනවා. ing දැම්මම මුලින්ම හැදෙනවා verb එකක්. මෙයාට එනවා noun meaning එකක්. ඒ වගේම මෙයාට එනවා adjective meaning එකක්. Right. Okay. I'll take example. Write. 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 ලියන්න. මොනවා හරි ලියනවා. Right. If I add ing here, it becomes writing. Now it's verb like this. I am writing. මං ලියමින් ඉන්නවා. I am writing a letter. Now writing ගෙන් කියවෙන්නේ උතන ලියමින් කියලා කියවෙනවා. ඉන්නවා කියන එක am ගෙන් කියවෙනවා. I am writing a letter now. Right. If we go to fast continuous, you can say they were writing letters. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලියමින් සිටියා. Writing කියන ලියමින් කියලා working සිටියා කියලා කියනවා. Right. So writing can be used as a noun also. එතකොට ඔය අදාළ වැඩේ කිරීම කියලා හැදෙනවා. අදාළ වැඩේ කිරීම. Write කියන්නේ ලියනවා. එතකොට ලියනවා කියන වැඩේ කිරීම. ලිවීම. Now writing can be used as noun. For that noun, we call it gerund of the verb. Gerund mean pure verb form is the verb. Pure noun form is the verb. Verb එකකින් හැදෙන directly verb එකකින් noun එකක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමය තමයි එයාට ing දාන එක. ඊට අමතරව ඔයා මෙතන එකක් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. මෙයා abstract noun එක ගන්න පුළුවන් create ගෙන් creation. create ගේ gerund එක තමයි creating. ඒතර create කියන්නේ නිර්මාණය කරනවා. creation කියන්නේ නිර්මාණය. creating කියන්නේ නිර්මාණය කිරීම. Then you should have good understanding of these things, right? And we can use writing in a sentence like this. Writing ලිවීම කියන්නේ අමාරු වැඩක්. Writing is ලිවීම වෙනවා. Writing is a difficult task. And this writing can be used as an adjective also, right? ලියන. Writing ලියන machine එක. Writing machine. Machine is noun. Machine is what kind of noun? Machine is what kind of machine? It's a writing machine. A machine එකට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේ තමයි ලියන එක. ඒතර ලියන machine එක. ලියන කියලා කියවෙනවා writing. Right. Okay. And we'll see the last thing. Now check whether if you take verb stem, can you derive these nouns? Verb stem එකක් දුන්නොත් ඔයාලට ගන්න පුළුවන්ද abstract noun එක. Abs, just write abs, okay? Abstract noun and gerund, and also doer. Doer. Follow this example, right? Okay, I'll say create. निर्माण करना. Abstract noun එක කියන්නේ අන්තිම ප්‍රතිඵලය. Creation. Gerund එක තමයි මේ වැඩේ කිරීම. Creating. නිර්මාණය කිරීම. මේ වැඩේ කරන කෙනාට අපි කියනවා creator. Right. Okay. I'll give you 3 words. Invest. ආයෝජනය කරනවා. Think of this family of this word. And manage. Announce. Organize. Collect. Right, okay. There are some verbs for you to try. First one, Hiranti. Can you tell this family? මේ verb එකෙන් හදාගන්න nouns වර්ග තුන කියන්න. Abstract noun කියන්නේ යාගේ result එක. මේ වැඩේ කරුණාම අන්තිමට බිහි වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. Gerund කියන්නේ ඒ වැඩේ කිරීම කියලා කියනවා. Doer කියන්නේ ඔය වැඩේ කරන්න කියලා හදන්න. Right, okay. Start. Invest.
Investment,
Yes.
investing, investor.
Yes, invest කරාම තෙන්ට හැදෙන්නේ investment invest කිරීම investing in dollars, investing in bonds, likewise, right? Investing. And the person who invests can be termed as investor. Right, next one, Vimani. Manage. කළමනාකරණය කරනවා. එතකොට අවසානයේ හැදෙන්න ඕන කළමනාකරණය. Right, okay, start.
Management,
Yes, management.
managing,
We remove the I and E and add ing. Manager. That's not OR, that's ER. Right. Next, this one. Announce.
Announcement.
Yes, once you announce something, then there will be an announcement.
Announcing.
Announcing, okay. And this one?
Announcer.
Announcer, right. If you organize something, definitely there will be an organization. යම් සංවිධානය කිරීමක් සංවිධානයක් තියෙනවා. සංවිධානය කිරීම, organizing. And the person who organizes can be called organizer. Right. And if collect, once you collect something, you will have collection. And this is collecting. And the person who collects something is a collector. Right. This is roughly the idea you should have. Beyond this, right? Certain other ways of nouns, making nouns from adjectives, right? And we can learn that relationship in adjectives, right? So for regarding nouns, this, if you can do this, then easily we can go to the lesson, right? Before the lesson, I taught you these things, parts of a speech in English. Basically, there are 8 parts are there in English: verbs, nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. We don't know how many verbs are there in English. We don't know how many nouns are there. Adjectives, we don't know. Adverbs, we don't know. But we know how many pronouns are there. I, we, you, they, he, she, it, this, these, that, those, one, once. Conjunctions around and, but, oh, also, though, even though, even if, likewise, around, let's say 100. Prepositions also 100. Interjections maybe 50 or 60, right? මේ හතරේ අපි quantities දන්නේ. කීයක් තියනවද කියලා දන්නේ. මේ වෙන වෙනම වචන pronouns ප්‍රමාණය අපි දන්නවා. මේකින් එක ස්ටඩි කරන්න. conjunctions එකකින් එක ස්ටඩි කරන්න. verbs nouns adjectives වලදී අපිට එකින් එකේ තේරුම අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක වෙනම කතාවක්. නමුත් verb එකකින් noun එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. noun එකකින් adjective ගන්න පුළුවන්. adjective එකකින් adverb එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ මේ හතරෙදි මොනවා හරි එකක් දන්නවා නම් ඊළඟ තුන හදලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ක්‍රම අපි ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. But here from a pronoun we cannot get a conjunction. From a conjunction we cannot get preposition. But learn. Some words have many roles. සමහර words මේ කූඩ කීපයකටම වැටෙනවා. දැන් අපි since කියන එක ගත්තොත්, sit කියන එක ගත්තොත්, ඒකේ sit කියන අදහසෙන් නම් ඒක preposition එක. since ගේ තියෙනවා නිසා කියන තේරුම. නිසා කියන තේරුමෙන් ගත්තොත් ඒක conjunction එක. ඒක නිසා එකම අකුරු තියෙනවා. නමුත් තේරුම වෙනස් වෙලා මේක එක කූඩ වලට වැටෙන අයත් ඉන්නවා. රූපෙන් එක වගේ, අකුරු වලින් එක වගේ. නමුත් වර්ග කීපයකට වැටෙන අය ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් මේක කරන් තියෙන ලේසිම වැඩේ තමයි අකුරු එක වුණත් ඒවා වෙන වෙනස් වචන විදිහට දකින්න එක. since කියන එකේ සිට කියන තේරුමේදී ඒක එක වචනයක් හැටියට හිතන්න ඕන. since කියන එක නිසා කියන අදහසේදී තව වචනයක් කියලා හිතන්න. Then this problem will not come, right? Okay. Here today, after that, I explained you. Yes, straight away we came to discuss about nouns, and you understood there are broad ways of speaking about nouns, concrete nouns, persons, places, things, and animals, and abstract nouns. There are three types of abstract nouns: states, tattvayan, qualities, ගුණාංගයක මුල් නම්, actions. මොනවා හරි ක්‍රියාවක් සිද්ධ වෙලා අවසානයේ බිහි වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? Right? Those are nouns, right? Most of the time states are coming from nouns. Noun එකකින්ම තමයි state එක එන්නේ. Mother, motherhood, father, fatherhood, friend, friendship, king, kingship, captain, captaincy. Most of the time qualities are coming from adjectives. Qualities කියන ඒවා හදාගන්නේ adjectives වලින්. Kind, kindness, lazy, laziness, likewise. Actions හැදෙන්නේ verbs වල. verb එක අන්තිම ප්‍රතිඵලය. create කරා මොනවා හරි අන්තිමට බිහි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ creation. translate කරොත් translation. commencement. Further we understood if we add ing to the verb, it will give us gerund. Gerund is the pure form of noun of a verb. So then further we understood by adding er or or to the end of the verb, we can get the doer. If it is an action verb: create, creator; invest, investor; manage, manager; announce, announcer; organize, organizer; collect, collector. Right? Further, now you can say, if I give you a verb, you can say these three types of nouns. Right? Okay, these are the things we studied before the lesson, and you can take down these things leisurely at home. Right? මේ ටිකත් ඔයාලට ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔය ටියුට් එකට additional note එකක් විදියට. Then I'm sending you the second link. Right? After 1 minute, we shall go to the tute, and straight away we'll do the activities in the tute.